Eternal League Week 4, the best Korean players fighting against each other. This is Group D, this is the second play day, and the winner of this battle will most likely be the runner-up of the group, just behind Bainey to qualify for the playoffs. And of course in this league there's $1,600 on the line, so it's a very important match between No.90, the human player from Korea, against the legend himself, Lucifer, now playing for Logon, the undead. Of course, the favorite in this game. My co-caster today is Philly. And Philly, do we want to start this thing?
Yes, I want to start this thing.
Great. Then let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. The map is Terenas stand, ladies and gentlemen, in the upper left with the red color. It is the Archmage for the human race. This is No.90 in the lower right, as I mentioned before. The Undead Scourge, led by the Death Knight for Lucifer.
Yes, and he's playing with blue colors, and he is going for a standard fast hero build order with a later graveyard. So the first interesting thing will be the choice of creep, but I guess that No.90 is just going to go for the standard creep spot at the top, which will be the Goblin Laboratory, and in the bottom side the first question will be if there's going to be another cigarette before the tag or really fast tag.
Yeah,
he's building a third ghoul.
Yeah, I think it's quite common nowadays with the Nerubian Tower, since the rise of the Nerubian Tower. You got the time to build the third ghoul, I guess. So, yeah, the DK, I think he's finishing one creep with a coil and then the creep with the skeletons. In the meantime, the Archmage with militia support, of course, get to the Renegade Wizard, and creep the apprentices here with a lightning shield. Very nice, saving some time, getting a nice item, and of course, the almost level 2 here, Circle of Nobility plus Cloak of Shadows. Very nice item drops for Bainey, for No.90.
So interestingly enough, we have Backpack being researched pretty quickly. We see this a lot actually in this matchup, but we don't see the first Fiend before the tag. We see the tag actually being put down before the Fiend. And we have a 6th Acolyte, which is a good choice actually if the opponent goes for Mountain King especially, because it's really painful otherwise to lose a first Acolyte within the tag. And now, after the first creep spot, which was the one with the little wizard apprentices, the underplayer is just going to start harassing. And I think this too is a really good choice, because it doesn't make sense to run around over the whole map to harass when the human player is just creeping the Goblin Laboratory, because you cannot do shit about it.
That's true. You will always be too late for that, even with the Unholy Aura first, I guess.
Yeah, even then we would be too late.
Absolutely a wise choice. Dust of Appearance here for the Archmage.
Yeah, because you have we have a Cloak of Shadow already on the Death Knight, and you need it later on. It's really inconvenient to go there when you get attacked by burrowed fiends or fiends who can burrow. You can also place down a farm at the Goblin Laboratory, which a lot of human players do. I guess this would be the optimal choice actually, but as the Death Knight has his Cloak of Shadows already, I think it's really nice idea and a smart choice to buy Dust of Appearance right away.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Take a look at Lucifer's DK. He has a sacrificial skull brought to him by the Fiend with a backpack upgrade, and of course lots of necromancy. I don't know if he's gonna tower. There's an Acolyte walking to the enemy's base. Is he gonna tower the human player? No.
Oh, that would be so... No. That would be so sick. I mean, we have this kind of blight a lot in this situation, but yeah, some more experience points for the Death Knight actually first, and now he hides, and now, you know, the Archmage has the Dust of Appearance as you have mentioned before, and now the Death Knight has so few hit points left actually, and he can coil, I guess, coiled something, I don't know, but anyways, the Death Knight is down, the blight has been planted. It could be a bit too offensive though. Like, you normally aren't as far. No, you aren't so much close. You aren't so close to the human expansion normally if you apply some pressure.
Yeah, I think you'd rather place it out of range of the towers to fall back to it and regenerate a bit. But yeah, we'll see about that. It's maybe, I don't know. It's not even in the peasant line, so...
Ooh, and the Archmage is level 3, so it's really hard to defend here with this very, very fast tag by the undead player, especially when we see there's only 2 fiends. Now he has to take the ghouls, and you don't want to lose any of these because this leads to wood problems later on. And yeah, what about the Lich? The Lich is not even in the making, and now surround on the Archmage, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, you had to open it, but big deal, cancel off the slaughterhouse. No obsidian statues for a long time. This means no HP regeneration, no mana regeneration. Lucifer's tech is so heavily delayed by anything. And in the meantime, number 90 has all the time in the world to build his own expansion and to tech later on.
Yeah, he can save that one Acolyte for now, but this will probably not survive for much longer, and it will probably go down soon to this footman, but it gets slowed, and it will survive, and this is a huge deal actually. He will probably not be able to to survive much longer if he would have one more problem here.
Yeah, but here comes the Archmage.
Wow.
And killing them exactly with the mighty fireballs, and the second one as well. Well done by number 90. One good thing about this go by 90 is the DK is almost level 3, so Lucifer got something out of it. But in the meantime, he set up the expansion, he got the first arcane tower, he built 3 more towers, and he should be able to tech soon. Yep, there it is. Tier 2 coming. Lucifer himself is on its way to tier 3. Almost done actually, so he will have the Hour of Corruption soon. And yeah, I was about to say getting destroyers soon, but without any slaughterhouse, this is gonna be so hard. First Nova into the peasants, he has to cancel at least one of the towers, but
not even has to, doesn't even have to cancel this one right now, and it seems to just go up. I don't think he will be able to save this one fiend either, and it's down, and this is like checkmate already almost. It's like the worst possible early game ever. I was wondering what he did wrong, and there was so much that he did wrong actually. He probably shouldn't have let his DK down in the first place at the harassment. Maybe considering TPing it, because this was why the Archmage was level 3 that quickly.
Exactly. Of course, absolute nightmare this early game is for the Undead Legend. But yeah, here comes the towers, and he really has to fight this off with lots of destroyers or even a wagon push or something. Number 90 blocking the Lich now. Is there a coil? Yes, there is. So the Archmage has to back off. Finally, the Slaughterhouse comes. Did he completely forgot to rebuild it?
Yeah, it seems like he forgot to rebuild it. I don't know for how long. Like it took a while until the human player was out of the opponent's base.
So blacksmith coming for number 90. Lumber mill is already up. Tech is almost done. So he will have mercenary upgrades soon to make the towers even stronger. And yeah, what is Lucifer going to do? Counter expand?
He's gonna expand.
Yeah, strange choice.
And there's the harassment once again in the main base of Lucifer. He is attacking, and actually he sees that there's another Acolyte in the making. Now, he could misread the situation and be like, okay, he still hasn't, he just reached tier 3 and rebuilding this one Acolyte that he has killed. But now he should have seen that there's 6 Acolytes actually, so yeah. And this harassment from the Zeppelin can be highly effective. He has not many footmans left, so this is not the situation where it's really, really dangerous for the Undead player anymore. But I've seen Undead players actually building one single gargoyle against this particular harassment.
Yeah, as you mentioned, he builds the gargoyle, so he counters it with that.
Ah, he does, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he does, and he gets the destroyer upgrade. I think the counter expansion is kind of a good way to deal with it now, because he has no resources to push down the expansion quickly, and he has to take the long run for, I don't know, relying on the strength of the undead heroes maybe.
Now the gargoyle attacks the Zeppelin, and the Zeppelin has to take another route going out of the situation, and so this threat is banned.
Oh, double workshop for number 90. I hope this is just gyrocopters. We see a barracks here, so this could be Knight's gyrocopters. I hope there's no tanks.
Yeah, we will see. There's two. It's only 2 workshops. If you go tanks, it's normally 3. And yeah, the Zeppelin goes down. The Archmage gets dropped before, and 2 footmen are harassing once again, and he still has not crept these, his natural.
Yeah. It's gonna take him a while to do so. Let's take a look at the gold mine. 6,400 for Lucifer and 5,800 for number 90. So this harass brought him 600 more gold.
So now he will finally creep his natural expansion, as it seems. What is he building? He's not building anything yet out of these workshops. He's building more towers, which is good for Lucifer if he expands, and this is exactly what he will do. He bought Blight once again, and now is going for his natural expansion. And that's the first flying machine, and the second one on the way. No tanks. And nothing else, by the way. There's no Arcane Sanctuary, and nothing. Like, no Griffin Aviary, no Arcane Sanctuary, no second barracks.
No, I think he will just go one
There's
barracks.
tanks.
There's tanks? Oh boy,
Yeah.
oh boy.
I guess he realized that his opponent is going to expand, because tanks are actually a really good choice. Actually, they're almost always a good choice, but especially if the undead expands here. He probably saw the 6 Acolyte
Yeah, it's super
way
hard.
before.
Yeah, it's super hard to hold the one base against human, but 2 base is almost impossible, especially against tanks, when you can just send 3 to the main base, 3 to the expansion, and you have to split your army or just concentrate on one situation.
Totally.
Night Elves can pull that off, but I guess for the undead, it's kinda impossible. Especially without a panda. He has no Breath of Fire at the moment. And I think it's a bit late to get him after he invested a lot in this expansion and the 2 towers here.
Might be the case. I'm not sure. It feels like it's a bit late. We have a level 3 Lich already now, and an only level 2 Mountain King, almost level 4 Archmage, who is creeping his next expansion with a few militias. He's probably going to expand once again, because, you know, if you have tanks, you normally want a second expansion to expand your advantage.
And he definitely has the time to do so. Rob of the Magi, perfect for either the Archmage or the Mountain King.
And the first 2 tanks are rolling over to the expansion. 2 towers are there already. There's a sacrificial pit once again, which serves as a blocker as well as a good supply for, of course, shades. Shades are pretty good against siege engines, and especially good on this map because there's just so few lanes.
And there is the Panda and Brewmaster. He really got him late in the game, and he's getting both of the mercenary camps, so both combat items go to Lucifer. This could be a nice little thing in the upcoming fight. Potion of Greater Mana, perfect. But here comes the tanks. I guess he has to defend this, but he has the meat wagon. Staff of Teleportation by the Lich, super effective, of course, with the Orb of Corruption. He really needs that against siege tanks, especially if there's no defense upgrade on it. But Lucifer, yeah, okay,
and he's TPing into his main base while his Lich and the meat wagon is defending his expansion. I think this could work out really well for him, actually, if he's a bit lucky. If Siege Engine actually kills this Nerubian tower, and now there's this only level 2 and 1 and 4 hero fighting against 2 fiends and level 1 and a level 4 hero for the undead player. And, you know, the Lich has cleared the siege tanks from his natural expansion, and now helping him defend here. And there's no problem now, it seems.
Very nice. Nuking on the Paladin, killing him off immediately with Coil Nova, Breath of Fire. And yeah, Lucifer can defend this. If you remember our top 100 games of all time playlist, we saw a lot of games of Lucifer versus Todd, where Todd played tanks as well, and the games dragged about 40 minutes, 50 minutes, came down to the last building and stuff. Amazing plays by both players. So yeah, Lucifer is kind of known to the situation, adding a Temple of the Damned to the mix.
Yeah, something went wrong there for No.90, or he just started his third second expansion way too late.
Yeah.
It just started. It would have been nice to buy some time with this attack and then having this expansion ready already, but he doesn't have it ready yet. And Lucifer knows, of course, that his opponent is striving to get another expansion, and he defended that really, really well. He just has to see that there's another fight first.
Yeah, the DK gets away a little blocked here, but the Mountain King, of course, joined the fray as well as the Paladin. And No.90 is switching now to Gyrocopters and Knights, of course, so effective against Fiends. We see it here. And the Gyrocopters in a huge mass, super effective against Destroyers, especially if they ran out of mana after some time. So Lucifer really needs to push this Panda and Brewmaster now, killing as much unit as possible. The Panda is blocked now, tanking a lot of damage from the Knights here, half HP. Is there another Stormbolt soon? The Mountain King got... Yeah, though there is. Yeah, he has a Stormbolt, so this could become dangerous. The Lucifer Province gets coiled right away.
This looks pretty bad for Lucifer now. His macro slips a little bit, as you can see on the expansion. Has two Acolytes not mining, and now the Death Knight has to TP away to get even closer to the shop to buy another potion, and he will do it now. He's buying the potion, and he's nuking the Mountain King. The Mountain King is dead, and this is a huge deal actually, because then there's almost no units left for the human player, who has a second expansion running now, which is really important. And now he's attacking the Black Citadel, which it won't have to be repaired actually. There's only one tank left, level 5 for the Death Knight now, which means heavy nuking on the Archmage is a great possibility, and it will start now. There's a nuke Nova Coil, and the human player has to TP out.
Yeah, well fought by Lucifer.
Those two Acolytes are still standing around on that Spirit Tower. Now they are returning to mine. He has only mined 1,500 gold.
Yeah, that was of course wasted potential, but as long as he's still in the game, I think he'll take it.
Of course.
The main gold mines are about to run dry in a few minutes, so Lucifer really has to worry about the second expansion by No.90. Who's switching to tanks once again. I think he knows he lost this fight. He lost a lot of Knights, he lost a lot of Gyrocopters, so just do some tanks as a distraction to build the rest of the army back.
And the Archmage is getting Staff of Sanctuary and selling some items, getting Scroll of Town Portal as well. Of course, he has to rebuild that one, rebuy that one, and yeah, more and more Knights are being produced, as well as tanks. And he's now up to 77 supply against 49 only for the underplayer.
I don't know what Lucifer should do in this situation.
Yeah, in this situation I don't know either. Seriously, I have no idea.
He has to get rid of the expansion, he has to get rid of the tanks. In the best case scenario, he has to kill the heroes fast, which has become a lot more difficult now that the Paladin is level 2 and has the how's it called? Divinity stuff.
Divine Shield.
Divine Shield, exactly, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, now some harassment going on by the Skeleton Warriors on the second expansion of the human player, killing quite some peasants. I think third one, no. 2 peasants going down.
And he's about to attack with the siege
but
tanks.
Yeah.
They approach the expansion, and he gets the Banshee Adept upgrade right now. So I don't know for what's that worth. Maybe just against the human nuke.
Yeah, it's a good idea against that. He might consider his opponent going for Griffins as well soon, which would be a logical transition, but he's not doing it. And it's still working. The human player doesn't need to transition anymore, I guess. He is over the maximum, over his 80 supply. And he's just going for a 24 supply advantage. Going for the Black Citadel now. There's just one meat wagon defending against those tanks. And 2 more meat wagons at this natural expansion, which he needs to take care of first, Lucifer feels.
Yeah, Lucifer focused 100% on this expansion, defending that one, and completely losing his main base right now with the 3-1 tagged siege tanks. This goes by in a second. Yeah, he tries to defend this now, but there's no repair anymore. Too much siege damage, too much night damage. And I guess this is almost over. 3 gold mines versus 1 now. Nice breath of fire, but I think that's just dust in the wind.
Yeah, now we might see one direct fight, some fiends, and those 3 undead heroes versus this huge human army. I don't think that Lucifer can win this fight. Mountain King gets focused, gets holy lighted, gets invulnerability potion, and yeah, undead player gets chased once again. The fiends are still alive. Nice staff by the Archmage, staffing out those this Mountain King. Divine Shield being used by the Paladin.
And in the meantime, 2 new siege tanks approach the Spirit Towers and the expansion. The Lich and the DK and the Panda are just now arriving to save the situation, but at the same time, he's attacking again. Well executed by number 90, beating Lucifer in this game. I think we can call it like it is. Crypt this down. No more producing buildings for Lucifer. Only 3 buildings in the main base left. And in the meantime, everything is super safe for number 90. He tries to focus the Archmage now, but there's a staff he can swap, and there's a Paladin he can holy light and stuff, but no, he chooses the town portal. Maybe this drags the game a little longer, but in the end, there's nothing Lucifer can do anymore.
Yeah, it seems like the human player is fully aware that the only thing that he has to to pay attention to is not losing his heroes.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe with the hero focus he can come back into this game, kinda, because the main gold mine of number 90 is now dry, and so will be the gold mine, the natural expansion gold mine, in, I don't know, a few minutes.
Yeah, it still takes a while. But yeah, of course, man, if it's just heroes left and no money, the under player can win in some matches, but it's so hard, especially if the human player can build tanks and the under player has only few buildings and no money left. Then there's a new level, which means that, you know, the tanks can just attack all these buildings all the time.
Yeah. That is correct. He tries to fight the human once again. Coil Nova Breath of Fire to the Archmage, but Holy Life saves him, and he can still swap the staff if he wants to. 1 feed goes down. There's the staff. The Coil just a little too late to kill it off. I think the Panda will be dead very, very soon. The Lich is in huge problems. He is surrounded. Look at this damage from the Knights. The Panda tries to save his undead friend, but he will die trying.
It seems like double hero kill maybe now. Yeah. Wow, first hero. Panda gets killed, and now, wow, I thought another surround, but the Lich survives for now. Panda down. And no chance for the under player, although he was able to kill the Mountain King, of course.
Yeah, he approaches the expansion now, and all the knights will just rip the heroes apart. There's no mana anymore. There's no obsidian statue. Okay, there are obsidian statues, but for how long is the question. And the heroes of the human are still there as well to kill down the Death Knight, down on 250 HP. The knights won't get rid of him, but yeah, now they take over, kill the Lich, and kill all the buildings. Lucifer fighting with the heart of a lion, but it's not enough. Lich down. Nope, come on. Calling it too early here. There it is, Holy Light, GG. Wow. And yeah, this is almost it for Lucifer and the Eternal League.
Wow, good game, yeah. That was bad for Lucifer. I feel bad for him now. The human player, who is that? He's playing pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say that Lucifer let him play well. Because the early game was just horrible for Lucifer, and so it snowballed.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Resulted in a very, very bad game for Lucifer, but what can you do against expansion and tanks? I don't think there's much.
What can you do?